So here we are into the first game of the loser bracket. No, this isn't the loser bracket final. This is the loser bracket semifinals. We have the Monkeys versus the Ducks. And we start off with a Twitch ban and a Tristana ban. So quite obviously they are targeted bans.
We'll see if they start banning MF, Graves, Lulu, Sona, you know.
Oh, the bot lane.
A Vi ban. That's a very standard ban.
That's a standard ban. A
Very
Lulu
annoying.
ban. So I guess you get brownie points for predicting that.
I expect the Blitzcrank ban because he's very annoying.
I was thinking more of a Thresh or a Hecarim ban. It doesn't seem like these players go much for targeted bans, more so for the general bans, aside from the 280 carry bans.
We'll see, Mo. We'll see.
A Shen ban, so yeah, a very general ban. And the Tark
man.
ban.
These supports.
So I guess the purple team is I guess banning out the bottom lane pretty hard here.
We'll see what comes out first.
I'm not sure if their jungler plays Hecarim, but a first pick Hecarim would not surprise me.
I think he plays Jarvan.
Yeah, a Jarvan as well. A Skarner, we haven't seen that in a really long time.
Does that champion even exist anymore?
So we'll see if he sticks with that. I'd be kind of surprised. I mean, yeah, he switches to Cho, another not very picked jungler. It doesn't have to go in the jungle. He could go top or mid. But I'm anticipating a jungle Cho right now. And he goes for a Jarvan.
I told you, man.
Some more points to Sam for that. A Sona pick, insta-lock. Do you think maybe they'll go for the AD carry to pair up with that, or they go for a
Zin's
jungler?
Fine too.
What do you think the matchup between Jarvan and Zin's like?
Basically, what happens is Zin, he presses E, and then Jarvan dies. That's usually how it happens in the jungle.
But Jarvan's Flag Toss actually gives him a lot of armor, so don't you think there's some counterplay there against Xin Xiao?
Well, maybe in team fights, but a straight up 1v1, it's gonna be Zin.
I don't know, I think a red buffed, a double buffed J4 could take down a double buffed Xin Xiao.
We'll see. But I honestly think it's in Zin's favor.
I think Jarvan has a superior early ganking, however.
Yeah, that's right. Can gank from anywhere. EQ's too strong.
We see a Varus pick. Varus actually
Janna.
has... I'm not sure about the Janna pick with the Varus, but Varus has a very high solo queue win rate. I think he's the second highest among the 80 carries. First
He
being
has good
MF.
lockdown.
Yeah, you don't see an 80 carry with that much CC, and we have an Urgot or a Varus.
He's just trolling us.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to call these until they're actually locked in. And we have the Varus lock in. And he is a great teammate, so I can back that one up.
Cooperates and works with teams to secure a victory. We have Draven and Renekton.
Standard Draven pick.
Not standard.
Not
man.
standard at
Not
all.
Standard.
I'm not surprised by the Renekton pick. Renekton is actually a very popular top laner right now. I guess the next would be their mid or AD carry. They're going for a Graves against the Varus. How do you think that lane fares?
Okay, I'm gonna play out the lane for you. Janna's gonna shield Varus. Varus is gonna E, and Graves is gonna lose all his health.
What about
All
the MF?
It can go either way because
I think
Janna no sustain.
I think in a straight up duel,
I think MF would win a straight up duel.
if Varus can just flash out of the MF ult, he'd just win. But if he stays on that MF ult, I think MF would win.
Maybe.
And I think it's gonna be hard for the Varus to flash out because, well, he does have the cleanse, but the Sona ult's gonna be pretty strong here.
It's a lower CD too.
And we're seeing a Diana pick coming in. Diana's been really popular recently. I don't think it's going to be a Heimerdinger. I think he's going to switch back to the Diana, as we did see him play Diana just a while ago in another game. And a possible Jace for the top lane.
Yep. Jason Diana locked in.
I don't know if the player is exceptionally well with Jace, but I don't think picking Jace into Renekton would be the correct idea here.
Because Renekton can all in him.
Exactly. Renekton is just such a strong laner, and Jace has that mid-game power, but Renekton just won't let him get there.
If played correctly.
We're just waiting for the final AP mid pick here, or as a lot of people have been going bruiser mid lately. A Kha'Zix could be possible here, but we do see a Lux.
I don't know about that.
Well, we were watching him playing earlier, and I'd say he's pretty good with skill shot champions. I saw him playing LeBlanc earlier.
Lots of skill shots involved.
So yeah, definitely landing all those. As we wait for the summoners to trade between each other, maybe going for a last minute swap, you could see Jarvan mid, jungle Diana, or something crazy like that to throw off the enemy team. Do you think there will be a level 1 invade?
Honestly, I don't think there's going to be a level 1 invade by both teams. We did play against both of them. They were kind of scared.
I think the purple team has some potential because of the Lux snare, and it can catch 2 people out, not just one, so she could blow 2 flashes just by scaring them.
Possibly.
And you have the Renekton W as well, which actually does a surprising amount of damage early game. Gonna take a quick look at the ruin setups between these guys. So for the jungler, we have armor pen marks, flat damage quintessences, armor seals, and magic resist glyphs. What do you think of the armor pen on the marks and the attack damage on the quintessences? Because I don't think armor penetration helps in the jungle, does it?
Armor penetration's okay for when he's fighting people.
But for the clear, does it help
physical,
at all?
But honestly, you'd need attack speed if you wanted to clear faster.
I don't know, because attack speed was the favored kind of stat in Season 2 jungle, but I don't see that many people going for it anymore. You see more carry junglers, and they get the early attack damage for that kind of level 3 cheese potential.
That's usually because all the small camps now basically have like level 1 Sona stats and they die instantly for some reason.
And Xin Xiao is running the attack speed, as you were saying just a while ago. Also armor pen. So maybe I'm behind the curve, because I never take armor pen in the jungle.
Well, it's because his Q gives him a lot of base damage also, so I see how it works, but we'll see how he does in the jungle.
I want to see if these supports are running any money runes. And yes, the Janna is. How about the Zona? It wouldn't surprise me.
They're only running gold money quints too, so. Well, I never saw Janna yet.
Yeah, she's running money quints.
Just quints?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's very wise to run money on the seals.
I think it's okay.
I think it's average. But it makes you pretty squishy in the laning phase. Like if you get caught by like 3 autos by MF and you're playing Janna and you don't have the armor, that's gonna hurt a lot.
You're right.
Do you think we're gonna see more early aggression from the Diana or the Lux? Because once both hit level 6, there's a huge power spike where
that's right.
where Lux can just QER, and same with Diana, she can just all in you.
I think Diana does have the advantage at level 6 though.
I do too, because Diana's ulti puts you behind the target, so you could really easily dodge the Lux ult.
All the skill shots.
Yeah,
too.
the Lux ulti.
All you have to do is just bait it out a bit, and then it's over.
I have a feeling most of these games are gonna be focused around the mid lane. The junglers are gonna be focused around the mid lane, because it's felt like lately who's ever mid lane gets ahead just wins the game.
We'll see.
Diana and Lux both have just so much snowball power.
Except Lux is running barrier instead of ignite,
That's
so
true.
I don't think she's gonna kill.
But she could roam bottom and try to get kills that way.
Possibly.
I think it's smarter to go barrier against a Diana because of how much all-in potential she has.
We'll see.
We have the border battle coming out with the bottom team winning with 4 golds and a silver to the tops. 2 silvers,
Bro,
a gold.
he has a great teammate icon.
That just wins.
He will
That's
secure the
above
victory
diamond,
with that
above
icon.
challenger. Say hello to great teammate over here.
When they get 4-2-1, you're a great teammate. Ride acknowledges you too.
And here we go with the first game, or the only game, of the semifinals for the loser brackets.
MF running
teams.
Fort Pot first, which I don't agree with, honestly.
I actually do agree with that. I mean, you're playing a really aggressive AD carry. Why wouldn't you go for a 4-pot? It's the same principles as top lane, or you're playing a bruiser mid or something. You want that all-in potential.
I think you'll be behind if you get a Fort Pot and it doesn't work for you. Like, even if you do get a Fort Pot for like the 3 minutes that it's
I think
on,
it's like 4 minutes, yeah.
I still don't think it's worth it because it does go away after, and unless it secures you a kill, it's not worth it.
But you could say the same about Dorn's Blade, where it doesn't actually hold value the farther into the game you get.
Bro, you can sell that. Okay.
Yeah, but like, this gives even more stats than our Dorn's Blade. It gives 120 health and 15 flat damage.
Does it give 5 HP per hit on an auto attack?
No, but say he was you in this time, Sam.
That's right. That's right.
I do feel as though the Dorn's Blades or Dorn's items, aside from I guess they're all pretty strong right now. But I
Most
think,
Doran items.
I'm not sure if a lot of people have caught on to this right now, but in the top lane, a Dorn's shield is just so powerful. You can completely counter the double Dorn's blades that most bruisers tend to get with just a single Dorn's shield. And here we go, we're into the game once again, as our waiters get us our drinks. And it doesn't seem like, it does seem like we're going to be seeing either an invade or a 2v1 lane by the red team.
Welcome to
Are they?
Summer's Rift.
Yeah. I don't know if this invade's gonna work out for them, though.
Yeah, usually when you invade, you want to, the buff you're invading, you want to ward the other corner of the map for your own buff. Say if you're invading or protecting your blue buff, you'd want to ward your red buff.
And
Just
honestly, it's very rare to see a Jarvan start red sometimes. 'Cause
that's true as well. So maybe they're not looking for a fight, they're just looking for the buff.
Maybe, we'll see.
Or maybe they're trying to catch them out in the golems here.
Oh no, they're just looking to invade.
It is surprising to see that the bottom lane isn't going for the double golems.
Nah, we usually haven't seen lots of people go for double golems this tournament.
I think people kind of underestimate
An
how
early
powerful.
level 2.
Yeah. You just get that lane push going, and then an early level 2 on both champions is just so strong. We see a lot of wards being placed from the red team. The blue team just chilling and laughing away.
Top lane's going back. I think they're gonna go and take the red buff.
Top lane started with a Cloth 5 to Renekton's Fort Pot, potions, and a ward.
He's planning to be very passive.
I think so too, yeah. Xin Shao starting with an E. I don't think that's very standard. Usually you see the Q or W coming out from jungle Zins.
Well, I assume he's getting help, so it's okay.
That's true. Maybe
Plus,
he
he might have thought somebody was gonna come in.
Yeah, he might have anticipated a level 1 fight or something
Though
like
he
that.
shouldn't level his skill first.
Yeah. But even if it was a level 1 fight, I'd still say the Q would be better, and he smites it.
Yeah, but you do still need to get 3 hits off, so
That's true. He could just swing bottom right now for a gank, and I think that's exactly what he'll be doing.
they're giving it away though.
I'm not sure. I mean, he does get onto the Janna, but she
When
flashes away.
flash worth.
I feel like they both could have flashed onto that and gotten that kill. But now we see everything just resetting back
Good
to normal.
harass by Sona. You're a beast.
In the top lane, Renekton getting an early lead onto the Jace, already having chunked through an HP potion, while he's sitting at 5 for some reason. I guess because of that late recall, he was able to pick one more up. Surprisingly,
lane.
did not miss any experience though.
So everybody's just doing their own thing right now.
We're not seeing very much aggression from the junglers. A very early blue pill by the Xin Xiao. I don't think he needed to go back that early.
He could have finished off all his other camps.
Yeah, I think so too. He did have the health potions. I mean,
And he could have secured his own red buff, just in case.
I think Jace would have been a pretty easy gank there since he doesn't have a ward. Even a dive this early isn't too dangerous because of the fort potion on Renekton.
Well, lots of harass going down on the Jace. Still Perma in his gun stance.
That's what most Jaces tend to do if they're going the damage heavy build. And we see some aggression going on to the Renekton.
Oh,
A flash
we got a
EQ
gank.
by Jarvan. And I think he will be able to get away from this. Oh, the
Ooh.
EQ, he
Oh,
pops
nice
the
fort
fort
pot.
potion. And survives that gank. However, I think he would have lived without popping that, but
If he landed his E on somebody,
Yeah,
he could have
that's-
just did too.
a speedy decision nonetheless.
Another gank on Diana coming up. Not enough kill potential, honestly. If she took Ignite, it would have been
That's
Oh.
very
First
risky
blood.
play by the Xin. I feel like if he wanted to do that, he should have done it a lot earlier instead of taking the 1 or 2 extra tower hits.
Yep, you're right. Or if Lux took Ignite.
That's true as well. But since she does have the barrier, she should have been the one taking the tower.
We'll see how it plays out now since Diana has double buffs for free.
A lot of poking going on between the bottom lane, as the directed camera feels as though we need to just keep watch over that lane. We see Jace recalling in the top lane as he does push in the Renekton very fast.
Good harass by Sona, but Varus is only 1 CS behind right now. Despite all the harass.
A very early gold lead to the blue team, actually. 600 gold, just
Off
5
mechanics.
minutes into the game.
And the first
The
blood.
first blood did contribute, but wait, where did that first? Oh, the Xin Xiao, right? And the double buffs to the Diana. So that's gonna be very scary if Diana manages to get to level 6 very
with
fast
double
here.
buffs.
And we do see some aggression onto Diana.
Xin trying to reclaim his buffs, which he lost with a pro dive.
Yeah. We see Varus going into a very... Never mind, we see some aggression in the top lane, but as I was saying, we saw Varus go into a sort of aggressive stance in the bottom lane, or not necessarily aggressive, but an awkward stance, leaning towards the tri-bush. What do you feel about that? I mean, I think it's a bit of a dangerous position to be in, seeing as you're putting yourself far away from the tower without dragging minion aggro.
He still does have flash, but
That's true.
he's trying to bait a gank probably, but they're not falling for it.
We've
since
seen
it's worded.
we've seen some activity come up from the junglers, but nothing really benefiting their own team. As we see some more plays from Jarvan in the bottom lane, not getting the EQ, however. And all summoners still up for the most part on the red team. I just noticed the Varus started with the boots and 3 potions. How do you feel about that?
He was just going for sustain. It is a Janna lane, but you could run lifesteal runes also and go longsword if you
If
want.
he was going for sustain, yeah, I would have gone for the longsword because
It does give you damage to CS under turret, and since they're always pushing bot, he should have started a longsword. Honestly, he does have more range than MF2.
what do you think about the... Oh, we did talk about the 4 potion, but you would say the Doran's Blade would be better or the longsword would be better in this scenario for the MF?
For the MF, honestly, she could start a Doran's Blade if she wanted to. Look at her, she's just harassing bot lane, not caring.
Yeah, she hasn't used that 4 potion yet.
And maybe it'll pay off in a dive or something, but
don't know, I
right
feel
now
like
it's not paying off.
When you start a 4 potion, you kind of have to make something happen with that because the longer you wait, the less that 15 attack damage is worth.
And you just wasted all your gold
I
on
guess.
something you're not using yet for bot lane.
But she is winning the lane, so I guess it's not that bad.
Yep, it's fine.
Out farming by 12 actually. And Jace is surprisingly ahead of the Renekton. but I do attribute that to the early Jarvan gank on the Renekton, forcing him to back. And now we see Renekton getting extremely low here.
Diana soloing her blue buff like a beast.
We'll see if Jace tries to pull a coveted Inox play here.
Not happening. Oh.
Renekton
Oh.
should be able
No
to
fort
ult here.
pot.
No.
He forgot to ult, or he
Yeah.
ulted too late.
It did go on cooldown. Did he fort pot or?
He fort potted early.
Oh, right. In the Jarvan gank. So yes, he does get Inox.
Well, as you know, you only live once. Especially in top lane since it's such a snowbally lane.
We're gonna see Jace push this in once more and then recall. What do you think of the item builds coming out so far? The Vara seems to be leaning towards the Bilgewater Cutlass. I'm not sure if that's the right decision here to go for the Blade of the Ruined King on a champion that has so many skills that scale with attack damage. I mean,
Yeah, but
don't
he
you
also
think
does have on hits too. And
the W is on hit, but no one really maxes that first. I mean, since his E does have such a good scaling, it has... I can't tell right now, but it does do a lot of damage. I can assure you. And don't you think it would be wiser to go for the Bloodthirster?
honestly, Varus does need attack speed also. Like, you
That's
can't just
true.
base it off all on his passive. And it does give him decent attack speed and stats, but
It also could be because this item is just a lot easier to build at the beginning
Yeah.
than a Bloodthirster waiting up for that 1500 gold.
ain't nobody got no time for building BF swords these
I'm
days.
surprised no one's come out with any Doran's items so far. We see the Scar Gnasher Tooth coming out from the Diana this early into the game. So a 10-minute Gnasher Tooth. That's quite impressive.
Well, the Xin Zhao Fund did donate double buffs to her.
That's true. Very good creep scores in the mid lane as well.
No action going on yet. Bot
Jace
lane just
is
harassing.
poking quite a lot in the top lane. Bot lane going a little bit aggressive. The
Oh,
Sona ult
ult
does
came
miss,
out, but it
however.
whiffed. Xin helping mid again.
He
Oh, he didn't
misses
get the reset.
Yeah, but he does dodge that, and he's gonna live. I feel as though what just happened bottom lane, even if he landed the Sona ult, I don't know if they would have gotten much out of it.
With an MF ult, I think they could have burned a flash off of it.
That's maybe. But he does have cleanse, and the MF ult did just go down.
Red team's turret
Oh,
has
she
been
did ult?
destroyed.
Yes,
Nice. Top tower or top
that
tier
was a
going
very
down.
early tower. Quite
We'll see if
surprising
he
here
helps
that
other lanes or just
Diana
stays
going
top.
very aggressive at very low HP.
She can kill. Oh no, barrier troll. He just
If
got
she gets a
trolled
Q on it, that's a dead.
by
Yeah.
barrier. Never mind.
Even if she buried, she would have died to the second ult.
She should have backed off, honestly.
Oh, and that's,
Nice.
That was very unfortunate. If he had not queued that,
Uh-oh.
but we're gonna have a revenge kill for this Jace. Gonna be happy with those double buffs. Actually, there's a possibility of a getaway here or not.
Oh no, guess not. Oh. No.
Nah, he's
no.
not getting away from that.
He should have
Ulti
ulted earlier.
wasted and a double buff to a Jace, which you never want. His mid game power is just gonna spike even harder. We see very early ninja tabbies coming out of the Jace. How do you feel about that? I don't think it's. I mean, when you have 1,000 gold, I would spend it more on something that would help my aggressiveness, as opposed to how tanky or safe I am when I'm that ahead.
Especially with the new season where everybody's move speed's buffed, you honestly don't need to rush ninja tabbies.
I agree.
It's too expensive now also.
Yeah.
But they do get dragon
Blue
off of
team
this.
slain the dragon.
Jarvan's still sitting at 0-0-0, so we haven't seen that much action from him. Well, we have, but none of it has resulted in any kills. As we see Sona clearing out the green ward down at Dragon. A little bit too late, though. I feel like if there is some saving grace for this red team, it is the bottom lane.
You're right, MF is
MF's
20
getting,
CS over already.
Yeah, she's getting pretty big right now.
Still has that fort pot for the fort pot beats.
We say that now, but then he's gonna forget to use it, and then it's over. Lux going very aggressive. One might say Shushang the Diana. So this lane didn't come out exactly how we predicted. I think we both agreed that Varus would win the exchanges here, but that doesn't seem to be happening.
Well, Sona does have sustain, so
That's true.
even if they do make a
But
mistake.
this far into the game, do you think something's gonna turn around? Because he does have the Vamp Scepter, so he has some sustain of his own. And Janna's, I'd say, team fights, Janna would be stronger. Although,
She does have a lot of disengage
yeah,
for Zin and Renekton.
Sona's persistent auras are pretty strong though. That's a big chunk coming out of Sona by Varus. An
Oh, they're going
opportunity
for the
missed,
blue
I
lead.
feel.
Oh, we seem to have a little scrimmage going on here. Nice
A
splash.
nice flash.
Zin got denied
And he
by
goes
Janna
on the
Neva.
Sona. I'm not sure if that's the best
Varus
choice.
ult whiffs. MF might die. Almost saved by Janna.
She does pop the fort pot,
They do get Janna, but
and then Diana with
Wasn't
the
worth
Kino.
it.
Double kill.
Good team fighting by the blue team. Not having to blow any summoners in that actually.
oh, nice ult coming from Renekton.
I think Jace can get this kill regardless, however.
We'll see if he lands his pro
If
combo.
Renekton gets too greedy for this CS.
No, he backed off. Smart. Knew it was coming and backed off appropriately.
This game's a lot closer than the one we just saw a while ago.
Yes. Very close. Little blue team's taking the lead right now.
Yeah.
They do have Dragon.
Who would you
One
give
turret.
the late game to? They both seem to be like really early game focused comps actually, aside from the Lux and the Janna. And I guess
Honestly,
not really Diana even.
I think late game, the purple team does have it, because they do have good AoEs. They have Zin disengage and engage also. And Lux can Shusha anybody she wanted to.
But think about it. What if the Xin ult goes horrible and just moves everyone completely out of the Lux ult, the Sona ult, the MF ult?
Well,
They're gonna need to coordinate that somehow.
yeah, they do.
I mean, they can't lead with the Xin ult.
But they are a team. They should be thinking this stuff out before they come into a game.
But as you talk about the AoE, they have a Janna for that disengage.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to see how it plays out, but
Xin Zhao picking up the red buff. It's pretty late into the game. I mean,
Jarvan coming. No.
why didn't he? Oh, because Varus isn't there. Diana going
Diana
aggressive
going
once
in
again.
hard again.
I think she's got this kill. Oh, may have to
Guess
blow a
not.
flash.
Oh,
Yeah, she
yeah.
does. She can kill him too. She can just kill them all right now.
Just going to show you how balanced Diana is. Riot, you go, girl.
Well, it's a champion built for the laning phase, so.
Even in team fights, I still think she's strong.
Renekton ulting for I don't think the
Red
ult
team's
was
turret
necessary
has been
there.
destroyed.
As we see a lot of action going on bottom lane. Varus might be taken
Oh,
down here
MF,
as well as
please
the
turn
MF.
around. Good
MF
job,
does
MF.
get him. MF has not gone down yet.
MF,
and
you're
she
a
gets
beast.
a double kill.
MF, you're a beast.
Possibly a triple. No, the Jarvan does stop it, but
Sona, you're a beast. Just solo this guy.
he
Oh,
just
Jarvan
popped
forgot
Solari.
to use his Solari.
Yeah,
too.
that was a bit of a
Killing
misplay.
spree.
Could have just saved the Varus. I mean, saving the Varus would have secured the kill on
Though,
MF a lot
I don't
earlier.
think Varus should have flashed to try and
Red
get the
team's
last hit
turret
on
has
it.
been
He should have
destroyed.
waited for his skills at least.
You know, I'm not sure the Jarvan would have had enough damage after that.
He did have red buff though.
That's true. Probably hitting himself in the head after not popping that Solari. We're seeing the Lux fall behind on the Diana a little bit. I feel like she should have
Well,
been able
Diana
to
is
farm.
5-1.
That's true, but those that snowball started in the mid lane. I mean, with the Xin Xiao and then got the next kill on the Lux. I feel like the Lux should have been able to just farm with her E and ult, since the cooldown is so low.
Well, pre-6, I think Lux has the lane, because Diana really can't go in. But
Yep.
then after that, I honestly think Diana's just gonna straight up kill you.
That goes for everyone that Diana faces.
No, not if she went against Volibear mid.
Well, Anashir suits Diana. I mean,
Yeah, she's pretty big right now.
drops the pink, but does not. Let's see if she can actually see that. That's blue. So no, she cannot see that ward in there. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Though if you're gonna drop a pink ward, I don't think it would be meant for that bush, honestly.
Well, I mean, you could, I guess, camp in there.
Maybe.
There's a possibility.
Maybe.
We see a lot of wards going down by a lot of.
Side.
Wait, those are a lot of vision wards.
Even on their own jungle,
Yeah.
when they have the lead, which I think is a waste of money right
And a
now.
lot of. Wait, the green ones are sight wards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of sight wards in the enemy jungle. A lot of vision wards in the around the dragon area.
They're trying to kill the vision of their team, but in your own jungle, I don't think.
I guess it's a precaution. They're really prepared for this dragon fight. However, they don't know that that bush is warded, so they have complete vision right now. Jace coming down to join the fight as the red team backs off into their own blue.
I don't know if they should fight this. I don't think they should contest this.
I mean, they have Lux. They could, if there was a chance, it would be to poke them down.
Oh, nice
They
MF
are
ult.
winning this fight though.
More people need to peel for NF, honestly. The Jace just ran up and did whatever she wanted.
If that Diana doesn't die, she's just gonna clean everything up.
Oh god.
Double kill.
They need to get that Diana.
Need to
Unstoppable.
auto attack her, man.
Oh man, that is
Blue
just
team double kill.
the kind of
Ace.
stuff you see on Cringe.
I don't think they should have lost that fight.
If they just killed Diana, I mean,
Lux should have won, or Lux shouldn't have tried to laser Dragon also.
what do you mean?
She
Oh,
tried to laser to
Dragon.
KS it.
Yeah, they
and
should have
then
used it
she
to
didn't
poke.
come in. She was like at Wolves or something, so I don't know where she went for like half the fight.
Yeah, like I was saying, if they had a chance to win that fight, it would have been to poke them down while they were on Dragon, not for a fight after that Dragon. So a bit of a misplay on the part of the red team. They are 8k behind though.
If Blue doesn't do anything to throw, it's safe to say that they might win this game.
We've got this in the bag. So now that we're rolling into the team fights, do you think we'll see any baits around the Baron? Or do you think it'll be like the other games where they just go for the towers, safe play, end the games?
Honestly, purple side, they need to make a play. So they should like ward mid lane and then try and shushe somebody.
I think it's scary though, because that Diana can like, if she doesn't get snared or Lux ulted, she can just jump around everywhere and 3v1.
She even has Hourglass too. She could block off like half of Lux
Yeah,
combo.
exactly. Do you if you queue 2 targets, do you have enough time to jump to them both before the thing runs out?
I think sometimes if you queue to somebody with Diana, you do need to like wait until the proc comes off, or else you'll go too fast. It has happened sometimes. Now looking at the levels right now, it looks like Diana and Jace are big.
Jace is level 15 with the Warmogs already.
Though I don't think he should be rushing Warmogs either. He could
mean,
just
when
go
he's
more
down-
damage when he's ahead.
That's true, but with this build, he has more freedom to go into his hammer form and just get in the mix.
Yeah, he does dive MF a lot.
Yeah. So I guess that's like their dive buddy kind of thing with the Jarvan, MF, and I mean not MF, Diana and Jace.
Well, I haven't really seen the Jarvan dive MF because I think he ulted pretty late when MF was already dead from Jace. Well, he just wanted to trap people, but if they do want to dive MF, they have the right idea.
I think their main goal, like, Varus is by no means out damaging this MF at all at this point. So I think the goal is less to keep Varus alive and more to kill the Lux and MF.
Well, yeah, even so, Lux only does have burst damage, but she does have a lot of utility also with
Yeah.
her shields. She can block off a lot
So
of the AoE.
Who do you think is the target for this dive comp? And we see our Lux ult going down on Baron. I guess they didn't have that ordered. And the purple ward, pink ward going down. Does it spot that? I guess it does. I believe
think-
Jarvan does have an Oracle though.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Well, even so, it's good to have pink wards.
That's true. And you see a lot of people going into those, the edge of the Baron, like right into here, and then no one can see that ward with the pink ward. So, and the Oracle is nice as well when you're just clearing. I feel like ever since the Oracle nerfs, people have been feeling less inclined to get it.
It's still worth it. Well, you're ahead,
I agree.
but still. Almost up 10k soon.
It's just nice that you don't have an Alistar with Moby boots and an Oracle is like 7 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that was fun
That
stuff.
was freaking dumb.
That was fun stuff. They just seem to be sieging turrets now.
I think that's the right decision. Going for Baron is risky.
Yeah, it's the ultimate throw of solo queue. Yeah, they didn't get it though, even though they're still pretty
They're
strong.
playing, yeah, they're playing
and
pretty
they can
safely.
poke them down.
I guess Dragon would be coming up very soon. They are positioning around that area.
No, they're just going for a walk down river.
You are right.
Jace going back. Scumbag Jarvan, stealing wraiths like a beast. I think they're all just gonna shop and
Oh, I just noticed. I've been
possibly
like,
prepare for a siege.
begging on this Varus all day, but it's Vindicate 421, man. The good,
He's a great teammate.
teamwork guy. I mean, no harm. You are a great team member. I respect you.
He's probably like leading all these calls right now.
No, that's the great leader one. That's the yellow one. I don't
He's
think
a
I've
great
ever. I think
team.
I've seen it like twice in the normal, and the guy actually flamed me too.
Oh, he's a leader. He's not nice.
Strong but firm.
More farm going down. Nothing happening even though they're almost 10k ahead. I do think they should try and initiate a fight.
I do too.
Just not a dive.
Closing out the game early it gives you a lot of confidence coming into your next game.
It also destroys morale sometimes
Yeah,
if you lose
exactly.
at 20 minutes.
Well, if they lose this game, they're out of the tournament.
Oh yeah, you're right. They'll lose the tournament with no morale.
Go home. Just feeling sad for the rest of the weekend. It's spring break though. If you see Sona about to duel the Jarvan. And Zinshao with a face check does get caught off guard. The Jarvan even misses the EQ combo, but he does not
He
even
does
need
flash
it. He
out,
flashes.
bro. I think-
he
oh my
flashed
God.
into a worse position.
Oh my god, this MF is going ham.
She just pressed R, dude.
That MF is.
If as long as
wow.
they don't kill this Diana, they're gonna lose every single fight because she's just gonna clean up over and over and over.
I think MF should have auto attacked more. Honestly, she just even
The
after
MF?
her ult. Yeah.
But she has absolutely no way to kite right now. She has just her boots.
Well, nobody was like diving her. Honestly, Jarvan ulted late.
That's true, but
Diana
Like,
was
as-
already low too.
that HP Diana can just Q RR and then MF would be dead. I mean,
They're soloing an invisible dragon right now.
standard Summoner Rift protocol. Bruss is gonna get all of that juicy CS bottom.
MF getting red buff.
I
Finally.
don't think this was the smartest decision. I think it would have been better to go on Renekton because he seems to be the one that's in the middle of everyone.
But he's not really tanky right now.
He doesn't
Like-
need to be. I mean, like you said last fight, MF wasn't auto attacking. So what use is she gonna be making of this red buff? I mean, Renekton's in there. He's hitting everyone. He could actually slow some people.
You're right, but
I feel like
even
this
with
red
this
buff.
gold lead, honestly,
I feel like this red buff should have gone onto Diana.
maybe.
Jay's going for a very tanky build.
Yeah, he's playing really. I personally don't agree with that build.
Glass cannon's way more fun. But I guess it's a personal preference. This team needs to be that kind of dive heavy tank as opposed to the poke kind of Jace.
Ward's going down still. More pink wards destroying vision. Honestly, if they wanted to, just ward up all of purple side's jungle and
I
go
think they're
do
gonna go
Baron.
for the exact same catch here.
Another
Luxalt, I
bait?
feel like a Luxalt is gonna go down here. They are preparing. That kind
They
of
know
gave it
where they
away,
are.
Yeah.
It is pink warded though. Ah! Oh, Diana's shield's broken. Very
A
balanced.
small victory. We see a lot of pinks this game. That's something we don't usually see. I mean, I guess in team play it's more common, but Renekton flashing
going
in.
hard. MF should ult this. Her ult got oh no, she's still
Well,
has it.
this is the right place to fight though.
Yeah.
For this team.
In close spots, very
Yeah.
good. MF, you're a beast once again. That ult.
That
very
Diana
well
can just
positioned.
clean them all up though. I mean,
And she's
misses
not
the Q.
confident in herself.
yeah, they only lost to Jarvan and he
And
wasn't doing that much.
this guy's manning
See,
up.
there we go. They can just keep doing that over and over and over.
If they do fight in close spaces, I think purple side can win team fights, but I don't know. That Zin went in way, so he went in crazy.
That Renekton flash dash.
That
That was iffy for me, but then I guess it worked
It
out
worked
for them.
out for them.
Everyone recalling on top forward.
They are up to a 10k goal.
Another
lead
ult
right
going
now.
down onto Baron by the MF.
MF or Lux?
Or yeah, Lux. That Lux needs to back. If she doesn't back, that's a potentially free Baron.
Blue team's
She does
turret
have the
has been
potential to steal
destroyed.
Baron with her kit.
If I was the blue team and I saw that Lux hadn't backed yet, I would go in on this. Like, force a fight. She's half mana, half HP.
Sees your turret do something, please. They are going mid though.
Yeah, that's the
smart.
right decision. Yeah.
They understood she was low, though. I still think they could get the
Yeah, they
inhib off
can
this.
definitely get the inhib, but I guess they're going for the Baron or more baiting in the jungle. I think it didn't work last time, so they shouldn't keep doing it. Possibly an engage. I don't think Diana should be so afraid. She does have the Zanyas, so whatever trouble she gets herself into, she can just Zanyas that.
Well, they're taking mid, so it's okay, I guess.
Red
Good
team's
job.
inhibitor has been destroyed.
520 crit. Was that from Diana? What the heck?
No,
oh,
it's
that
from
was from
Varus.
Varus.
Everybody backing up. Hopefully, backdooring turrets.
Another tower for the blue team. The
Good
MVP
play.
award definitely
Red
having
team's
to go
turret
to
has been
the
destroyed.
Diana in this game.
Very
racking up.
strong.
A lot of kills for her team.
Taking advantage of the kind donation earlier.
Hopefully Zin's team isn't begging on him too hard for that.
Everybody makes mistakes, it's okay.
Of course, we know Vindicate 421 would never do that. Because he is a very good team player, if you haven't heard already.
Now he's keeping up with MF too, considering
They're
how
going-
bad the laning phase was.
They're going for a Baron. I mean, yeah, they did catch up on CS, but I feel that's more,
Just, he got free farm,
yeah,
basically.
that's more the doing of his teammates than him.
They
And that's a free Baron. Secured by the Varus.
We'll see if they go for their final push now. Though I think they should back first.
Yeah, I feel like they could just push to win. Maybe it's just because I'm bored, but
Well, they're going for top now. They only have
bottom might
all
be a
of their
smarter
team.
decision here. It's also really hard to push against the Lux because of her E and R.
Well, she is kind of behind. She still doesn't have death cap yet.
That's true. The blue team all sitting around 1.6k gold right now. Janna even on 1.2k.
This might just be a siege. They have Baron regen. They have everything.
I think this is going to be the final push. No major items that can be, unless the Jarvan could finish off his Warmogs. But this late into the game, I don't know how much of an impact that would make.
Yeah, he's pretty tanky already, and he still has Solari.
Yeah, we see both junglers with Solari. How do you think that fares into the current metagame? I feel like just
It's only
going...
good if they use it right.
I feel like just the Warmogs rush is a lot better.
Well, it's more team oriented. It does give cooldown, I think.
Because like you hear 80 carries or people talk about 80 carries and they're like, just hit the closest thing to you. And that would probably be the Jarvan, right?
Yeah.
So why not just make him as tanky as possible?
I guess so, but it was nerfed also, so
Warmogs?
yeah, it went from 1.5% to 1%.
Yeah, that's just the regen though. That doesn't take away
That
from the
regen
tankiness.
saves lives. Man.
Red team's turret has
They're
been
just
destroyed.
pushing everything now.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision.
I don't think they backed yet, did they?
No, they did not. Let's see how
They're
much money
sitting on
they're
a lot
on.
of gold. I think they should
Yeah,
have backed earlier.
each member around 2k gold. Diana did go back.
Lux
The Lux ult
missing
going
off.
down. Now that the Lux ult is down, I think they should push this.
Yeah, they should just siege.
And if they fight, the Lux ult isn't going to be up for that either. And we don't see any home guards coming out except for one from the Renekton.
They're
Renekton going
in
very
for a
deep
fight.
on the Jace.
They are behind.
Getting chunked very hard though. A wonderful Suna ulti. Jarvan going very deep on the Xin Shao. You see Xin Shao ulting down. And the double kill for Diana. Possibly picking up the triple kill. Possibly going for the quadra.
No.
And the
Almost
Penta gets
Penta,
stolen
but it
by the
got
scumbag.
Wow, the
Team
great
player.
teammate.
Apparently he's a great team player.
Great
Whatever,
teammate,
you know.
scumbag Penta stealer.
Pretty sure we need a lineup swap.
Has been destroyed.
Because this guy is not living up to his name. But we do see the game
Game's
finally
over.
ending. And the victory goes over to the blue team.
Well played by Blue. Good job, guys.
A commanding lead taken from the early first blood in the mid lane. We can't really blame anyone for that. I mean, I guess it was miscommunication because the Zen went deep, but the Lux did
Lux
not.
backed off
Yeah.
also. And she did have she could have tanked that turret.
Like, I feel like Zen had the right idea with that dive, just executed it a little too late.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Also with the, I think he could have gotten a very early first blood on bottom lane as well if he had just flashed under the tower.
You're right. Well, can't do anything about it now.
Yeah, and we see Diana having 6.8k above his counterpart in the mid lane. A very big lead.
Well,
13-1
she
and
did
6.
snowball.
Yeah, snowball very hard off that first blood. We see even a deficit between the supports, which is common with all the turrets and towers and dragons going down. So well played by both teams. The winners being the blue team. Unfortunately, the purple team is knocked out of the tournament, and we'll be seeing the loser bracket finals coming up very shortly.
What is up, everybody? Prodigy on the microphone once again. Congratulations to the Mightiest Ducks for advancing to the losers bracket finals. They are now top 3. That does mean that Arctic Monkeys is going to be knocked out of the tournament, finishing with a very respectable 4th place. If you guys want to win $10 RP, get on Twitter. Use hashtag YEGOpen once all of the games have completed today. We will be giving away that $10 RP over Twitter. It's really not that hard to do. Do you want to lose to this guy? Do you want to lose to that? You Jimmy RP? I don't think you want to lose to that. You should get on Twitter and use hashtag YGOpen. Also, if you're hungry, if your hunger is legendary, call 780-278-7877. Oodle Noodle will deliver directly to your door. Absolutely fantastic menu. I've sampled many of its fine wares. It's quite excellent. Highly recommend it. League of Legends night is Thursday night here at Overclock Gaming and Computers. $10 for members, $15 for non-members. Discuss the highest levels of stratagems. Meet new players. Get your practice on. Be sure to check out Overclocked online at twitter.com/okgaming, facebook.com/overclockedgaming, youtube.com/overclockededmonton, and www.overclock.com. We're going to be getting the losers bracket finals between amateur proctologists and the Mightiest Ducks. Start in just a few minutes here, guys, so don't go anywhere. Following that, we're going to be getting the grand final started. Losers bracket finals and grand finals are both going to be best of threes. If the winner of the losers bracket finals does manage to beat 5K Crits GG, they will go into another best of three set. So we do have up to a potential 9 more games of League of Legends to cast today. We are going to be getting those next games started right away, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon.